Morning. Happy Friday. How's everyone doing? Sorry I was a little bit late this morning, but come on in, class. All right, I hope everybody's doing well. Hello and good morning. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to class. Today we're going to make breakfast. I've got a few ingredients that I want to toss together. I'm just going to make it up. I called it breakfast peppers. Hey, good morning, Bill. So I'm just going to see what I have. I don't have anything prepared, but I am ready for breakfast. So I think I'll start with some coffee and then we'll make some peppers. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to spray off the counter and wash my hands. I'm just using this Brandless granite stone cleaner. Link will be in the description, or maybe it is, y'all. I'm working on it. Thank you for being here to support. You know, I haven't even, oh gosh, I just get in here and start cooking. But for anyone new here, welcome. For anyone who's already a class scholar, welcome back. You guys have named yourself Maggie Scholars, so I'm so happy to teach you. I'm just a mom and a home cooker. That's what the boys used to call me when they were younger. I've been on a health and wellness journey, so far down 75 pounds with at least 25 more to go. Completely changed the way that I eat by getting tested for food sensitivities, which for me was an inside cheek swab and then some hair samples. So I have a list of foods that I can have. Good morning, Condemnia. I have a list of foods that I can have. That's it, back on the fridge. And I have a list of foods that I have to avoid. So the whole substitute teacher thing is really just cooking up recipes that I would make for the family. But for me, substituting the ingredients that are approved for me. So I always used to think that I could like what I was eating and not liked how I looked, or liked how I looked and not like what I was eating. So I'm really excited to be able to come up with recipes that are tasty. If you guys can have the full flavor version, please have it for me. But yeah, we just kind of it's turned into a cooking show. You guys are here to help hold me accountable so that I can age gracefully. But I only cook and eat when I'm on live with y'all, except for fruit or water. But let me start with the coffee. It's morning time. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna get a new soap. This isn't food related, but I try to use these refillable bottles to try and be sustainable. Look, I'm not the food police and I'm not the environment police, but where it makes sense, I try to buy stuff like this. And this is the type that you put a little bit of soap. I don't know if you can see that line there. You put the soap in here. Hey, Carito. Wow, we got South America in the house. And then you add water to it and it turns into a foam, so you use less. Just sharing. All right, so I've turned into quite the barista, but I'm just going to make a regular coffee. And then the best and quick meals for me are the ones that I just grab ingredients that I have and throw it together. Hey, really? You like this? Oh, thank you, sweetheart. This is, okay, so it's sleeveless and I don't like to show my arms. So I just put this duster on, but it's just, it's interesting because it's linen up here, so this is linen, but thank you. But the bottom part is like stretchy material, so it's interesting. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that, and I know I shouldn't, but I'm just wearing leggings. I work from home, thankfully, so I'm able to cook, but I'm in Zoom meetings all day. Oh, you like the detail. Thank you. I'll see if I can look at the tag. But yeah, it's got some nice like prints and it's like brown and gray. But thank you, sweetheart. But yes, people always say, is she really a teacher? I work in technology and I work from home, but I do come from a family of educators. Both of my parents are retired teachers, and I am teaching you all my substitutions, but I'm in Zoom meetings all the time. And so I always want to represent you all well. But I've been getting up and getting dressed. I've been corporate since college. 20 years, but since the pandemic, thankfully, I'm able to work from home. But thank you for the compliment. But yes, I get up and try to, present myself well every day, even if I'm not leaving the house. All right, let's make some coffee. All right, so you're always going to hear me talking about beverages and condiments. I do like coffee first thing in the morning, and now that I work from home, I do drink it more often. But I've made lots of substitutions. Hey, Padilla, good morning. I haven't used this mug for anyone. I am a Spelman grad, so I had this one. It was clean. I haven't unloaded the dishwasher. So I like to put my ingredients into the mug, and then I'm using my Keurig. I think lead attorney told me I need to do a video, and you guys have asked too about some of my kitchen gadgets. So you see me always using the air fryer. You see me using the Keurig. So I'll try and put a video together for you. But one of the things that I found out in my test results is that I was more acidic, which means I needed to drink more alkaline water. And link will be in the description. If it's not, I'm working on it, y'all. Maggie, the substitute teacher, is only 3 months old. So thank you for being here and supporting and helping the channel to grow. Condemnia, I drink anything. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm going to answer your question. If you ask me a direct question, I'll give you a direct answer. I just ordered this from BJ's. Is a warehouse club in my area. It's kind of like a Sam's Club and Costco. So I think this Wellesley Farms is their house brand. But to answer your question, the coffee that I like is just Donut Shop. I don't know if it's, so if you had to think of a brand name, probably like Dunkin' Donuts, but look, McDonald's makes a good coffee. I like their McCafe. Today I'm just using regular old Maxwell House. I do like to try coffees. I'm more of a light to medium blend. I have some coffee from Hawaii that we bought. I have some Kona coffee from Hawaii. This is really good. But, I have the little cup thing that you could put grounds in, but is this it? And then someone gave me some Costa Rican coffee. I don't want to get distracted, but condemn you. This is going to sound really bad. I usually buy whatever's on sale. I'm not a coffee snob, but I do like a light to medium roast. I don't like a very dark French roast coffee. That's too strong for me. I like all of my drinks light and sweet. Hi, Medina. Good morning. So I kind of doctor it up the way that I like. But yeah, so any coffee is fine for me. But I do like a good blend. I don't really do instant, and I don't really do really dark like espresso types drinks. That's too strong for me. So we're doing regular old Maxwell House today. All right. So in my mug, The alkaline water. You can buy alkaline water in the stores, that's fine. To me, it's expensive, so you can get these drops on Amazon. I'll make sure I put the link in the description. And it just turns tap water into alkaline water because what my test results revealed, I was drinking water, drinking water, drinking water, and it wasn't absolutely, Condemnia, you're so welcome. I was drinking water all the time, but it wasn't staying to hydrate me. It was just going through me. And so, they were like, drink more water. I'm like, I'm drinking water. So when I started drinking alkaline water, buy your own or make your own. I think this is like $14 and just a couple drops, so it lasts me a long time. Now my test results show that I'm more hydrated. So the water that I drink actually stays to hydrate me. So I put it in coffee, I put it in tea, I put it in water, I put it in everything. All right, and then for creamer, you're so welcome. For creamer, my test results show that I'm sensitive to cow dairy, so I've had to make a lot of substitutions. Didn't look presentable. So today I'm using this Califia Farms, got it on Amazon. I need to get a link for you guys. This one is a blend coconut cream and almond milk. So I have to use a lot of plant-based creamers. I can't use half and half anymore, even though I love it. It doesn't love me. Coconut cream is good, but it has a very forward coconut taste and it can be overpowering to the coffee. So if you like coconut, that's fine, but sometimes it's a little strong. And then almond milk has a very nutty taste. I like it, but sometimes that's a little strong for the coffee if you don't like a nutty flavor. So this blend, they call it Better Half. So this is my substitute for half and half, and it's a blend of half coconut milk and almond milk. So that's what I do here, y'all. I just buy whatever. I did like this one because I bought it on Amazon, and you don't have to refrigerate it until you open it. So I have more space for food. So I go ahead and I know, I like my coffee light and sweet. If you like it straight, yeah, please, I think that's how my ex-husband used to drink it, just black. Oh, I can't do that. And then for sweetener, I love these skinny syrups. This is the small one, but they make the large, the syrup bottles that you'll see in the coffee shops where they have like the pump syrups. So skinny syrups, these are sugar-free, zero sugar, 0 calories, and they have all these different flavors. Like this one is white chocolate. I can just pour from the bottle, or you can get fancy and put the pump on them. You can get them Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Ross in the back where they have like the home goods and stuff. You can buy them online, $3.99. But this is what I use, and they also have these small ones. Oh, you have Hawaii coffee. Uncle Stu is here. Oh my goodness. Uncle Stu, yes. Thank you all for being here. And I have to remember, if you have a channel, please put your channel and description and I'll pull it up. So you guys are here to support me. I want to support you. I'm going to talk about Uncle Stu in just a minute. Then I'm going to do better. He wants me to hold my stuff up longer. So Skinny Syrups also has this little portable, these are called flavor bursts. You can get them in vanilla, caramel, mocha, and it's a very concentrated, but again, 0 sugar, 0 calorie. So I put this in with the alkaline drops, with the half and half or better half for me, the coconut milk, almond milk. So I have everything in here, and then I'm just going to brew my Maxwell House right inside. So condemn me to answer your question because I like all this stuff in my coffee. The coffee, I'll take whatever, but my absolute favorite coffee, if you want to know, Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee is probably the smoothest. I remember I went to Jamaica years ago. I've been 5 times. I love it. And we flew Air Jamaica. And you know how they serve you on the plane. And I'm not really a big coffee drinker. Let me make this and then I'll tell you guys a story and then we'll talk about Uncle Stu. All right, so while that's brewing, I've always been kind of like an after dinner coffee. If you guys remember those tins, the what, International House coffee or whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about, like the dessert coffee. So that was me. So after dinner, when you're having like your cake or your pie, and then you would have coffee. Now I'm a, you know, a proper coffee drinker, but I'm not a coffee snob. But yeah, the Jamaican blue coffee is the smoothest. For me, that's the best coffee I've ever had. It's a little pricey here in the States. But yes, Uncle Stu is in the house. Uncle Stu, the old man on the block, has an amazing YouTube channel. My mom, you all know her as Nana. She's now a fan and following. She loves your content. But he did an interview of me, made me feel very welcome because, again, Maggie, the substitute teacher, is only 3 months old. But please take a look at his channel. Consider subscribing. There's 2 interviews with me, the full video, and then he did like a little summary video. And I'm so grateful to him for that. And my condolences again for your loss. But I'm so happy that you're here. And again, if you guys have a channel or a business, put it in the chat and I'll put it up. All right, so let's see how our coffee is. Not bad. This is the color I'm going for. It may even be a little light. Let me stir. I didn't unload the dishwasher yet. So condiments and beverages, you're always going to hear me talking about that. Even if you're not ready to make changes in your food or you don't want to. Good, I'm going to put a little bit more creamer in it. What you drink and what you put on your food sometimes has a lot, not sometimes, often has a lot of extra calories, sugar that you don't need. So if you can make some changes with beverages and condiments, you may be able to, you know, avoid a lot of that stuff. Oh yes, Nana. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. She may be, well, mom's not a morning person. My parents are retired. They're in the area, so mom is usually on sometimes in the chat. So you guys missed a pretty lively show last night. What was I cooking? I was cooking, oh, I made the chicken parmesan and I put on an apron, which I actually have a new apron. Oh, oh my gosh, why am I getting notifications? Watch Maggie the substitute teacher. I am Maggie the substitute teacher. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I want a little bit more sweet. I know. Look, if you like it straight, please have it the way that you like. I think this is running out. That's okay, I buy in bulk. All right. Yeah. But if you can't have coffee, my second favorite beverage, because coffee actually came up on my sensitivity test the first time. Ah, much better. It has since fallen off, but if you want a tea that's a good substitute for coffee, this is what I used when I couldn't have coffee. So this is Celestial Seasonings. I don't know if you guys can see, but the flavor is India Spiced Chai. So it's a spiced tea, so it's not coffee. But it kind of gives you that coffee experience because it's got a little bit of a bite to it. This is what I allow the kids to have because they want to drink coffee, and only when we're traveling. Like when we went to France, I was like, okay, you can have some coffee here, but no. But I let them make a chai latte, hot or iced. If anybody wants to see that, let me know. But I'm going to get started on the peppers. I'm just going to grab a few things and then make it up as I go. All right, I got a new apron. I'm gonna try it on. I usually do my unboxing with you guys. There's this company that I use. They have some clothes. If you ever see me wearing anything with embroidery, yes, Hawaii's on your bucket list. Oh my gosh. A friend of mine, a friend of mine was supposed to have a destination wedding in Hawaii. So we planned it, and it was planned like a year out. And so, we put our deposit down, and we were supposed to go and rent out this like beautiful McMansion. I don't know, something like 8 bedrooms. And the wedding was supposed to be on the beach, and it had a big kitchen. And, I was like, sure, I'll cook for everybody. I love to cook, I love to serve. And, unfortunately, between the time of the engagement and the wedding, like the relationship fell apart, unfortunately, but they've each since moved on and everybody's doing well. But we turned the trip into like I don't know, like friends and family kind of getaway. Hawaii was absolutely amazing, very different. So there's multiple islands in different cities. We went to Kona, Kona, and to me, Kona is it's all volcano. It was very different. I live in the Atlanta area, and so here I'm looking outside. It's very green. We're at the bottom of the Appalachian Mountains here, so it's very hilly. It gets very humid in the summer. We do have 4 seasons, but our spring is full of pollen and brief, and our winter can get icy and it's brief. We do have some cold days. I should be doing this while I'm cooking. I go off on a tangent. But I remember when I went to Hawaii, so we have like red dirt here. And I remember when I went to, yay, of course. Let me tell you something. Y'all will learn that I love to travel. Just came back from Costa Rica for spring break. Documented all of that. It's on my YouTube community tab and on my Instagram. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Maggie, the substitute teacher. On TikTok too, but I haven't gone live there. You have to have 1,000 followers, and I don't yet. So if you guys are on TikTok, because that's where the kids say I need to be, please consider following. But yeah, we sure did. We went. And I just remember, of course, the water, the Hawaiian sunsets. It's very expensive there. Just buying like a small paper sack bag of groceries is $100 because everything is imported in. But what struck me is that because it's a volcano, this is what their rocks look like. Like everything is volcanic rock. And so the soil makes the coffee taste different. I just remember, and then they use it for like sidewalks and different things. So it was very rustic in a way. But we didn't go to like the Maui, Honolulu side, but it was beautiful. Oh, Condemnia. Condemnia says, this reminds me of how friends and family planned a trip to the 2020 Olympics in... Y'all, that's what happened to me. I'm part of a travel group. We've talked about that on other shows, and we are supposed to travel every year, and trips have been postponed twice for 2020 pandemic, for 2021 Delta variant. So I have multiple trips stacked up this year, but only because they've been postponed. So I totally understand. I know, isn't that bad? So I got this apron. Maybe it looks kind of hokey. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it a try. But we talked yesterday. What did we talk about? Someone was in the chat asking me if I had thought of a name for you all. And so we had an informal poll. I don't know if I'm gonna... I don't know. I may need to adjust it, but we'll keep it on for now. All right. Focus, Maggie. Good grief, right? All right, so let me get a cutting board. I love talking with you all. You do like it? It's cute. And it says Maggie. Oh, so yeah, I was going to say the company that I use, Marley Lily, Marleyilly. But they have like all kind of like jackets and stuff that you can put your initials or whatever. But I put Maggie on there. All right. Let me just wash my hands again. Anytime I touch packages from outside, I know you like it. Oh, you guys think that's cute? Okay, good, 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 good. You see that? It's got Maggie on it. Okay, wash my hands. All right. I'm glad you guys like it. The kitchen is my happy place. That's just how Nana raised me. I didn't really have a choice. And so it's like you fight it and then you embrace it, right? So here we go. All right, so I've got 2 peppers left. I've got the red pepper, and I've been slicing rings out of there. Got a little pepper hat. And I've got the yellow pepper left. I'm thinking about what I want to do. So I think I'm going to bake one, and I'm going to slice one. So this one has still got enough of a basin in there. I'm going to wash and get the seeds out, and I think I'll crack an egg in there, and we'll put that in the air fryer. And I'm going to do one more attempt at these, but I am going to use the stove today because I need to use nonstick. That little burner that I have doesn't work on nonstick. All right, so I'm just going to wash these and get all the little seeds out. Ah, that's right, Vel, you did. You made me think about it. And I went to Teespring. They have jackets and like cell phone holders. Let me know if anybody knows of a place where I could get an apron like custom made with like Maggie the substitute teacher. If you guys, would you guys actually buy merchandise? That is so adorable to me. But yes, let me know because I did look it up. Vel, you're right, but I only looked at Teespring and I didn't see aprons. Washing. Oh, that one's fine. All right, I think I'll get onion and mushroom. Turkey bacon or turkey sausage? Maggie Scholars merch, yes. Y'all, that whole Scholars debate yesterday, that was so funny to me. What do y'all want with these peppers? We've got turkey sausage or I've got turkey bacon. All right, I'm gonna start the one in the air fryer. Y'all, I'm just making this up. This is what I do. So we're gonna start with this one. Because it still has a basin, I'm going to crack the egg in here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of mushroom, onion, maybe the sausage. Let's see. I don't know. Let's just figure it out. So I'm getting my air fryer tray. I'm gonna line this with foil. I feel like I want to be a little fancy today. We'll use a special seasoning. This is just for cleanup, completely optional. So just so everybody knows, on other videos, what I've done is I've taken the knife and I've cut it into rings. And then when I have the ring, I crack the pepper in the skillet. I'm going to do something like that. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. A mother and daughter matching apron. Y'all, I have boys. I have taught them how to cook because it is important for everybody to know. But that just warms my heart because that's how it was with me. You know, when I was little, I didn't have a choice. You know, if my mom was in the kitchen, Maggie, go watch your mom. And I just had to help. I have a red onion. I'm just going to cut a little bit. A little bit goes a long way with this. We're going to get our chopper out. Y'all, I gotta get in there and organize. If you're not good with knife skills, that's fine. This is a little $10 chopper I bought at Walmart. I need to give you the description. I think maybe the link is in there, but basically this would be great for kids too under supervision. The blade is on the inside, and when you press down here, it comes out and it chops. So all you have to do is put your little vegetables, I'm doing this onion, in the little tray. You put this on top, and then I'm gonna put it on the counter. If you smack a few times, it's a rough chop. If you snap, it's like this, but I'm gonna do a little bit more just for a finer dice. So this would be a great way to get veggies prepped. I gotta remember, Uncle Stu said hold it up longer. This would be a great way to get your veggies prepped ahead of time. I think I want to be fancy today, so we're gonna do salt and pepper, but we're also gonna use a little herb de Provence. I know I'm not saying it properly, but I buy all these seasonings for different recipes that I try. And that's why I have that rack over there. Uncle Stu was talking about I look so professional. I do like challenging myself with different recipes. So I'm going to season kind of in every layer. We'll put a little salt, a little pepper. And then for cheese, you guys have seen me shred my own. But also, since I can't have cow dairy, I'm going to be using this shredded goat's cheese. Ha! Condemnia, that's so funny. No. Hey, I'm a gadget person, and this is why my parents think I don't cook. When we went home for Easter, my mom was told my dad, you know, Maggie, I'm African. I was born in Ghana, raised here, but you know, Maggie, she has a cooking show on YouTube. And my dad was like, oh, Maggie, she's not cooking. She's just opening cans and boxes. So, I love the gadgets. We're doing a little bit of cheese in here. A little goes a long way. If this was a full pepper, then we'd have more space. But I'm just gonna do, oh, I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb. A little onion, whatever you like, whatever you like. You can do these stuffed peppers, you know, with like pizza sauce and pepperoni, chopped up mushroom, whatever. Okay, so I've got some mushrooms. I'm just gonna take one out and chop it. But yeah, I'm like an infomercial, not junkie, but even that air fryer that I have, I was at the dealership getting my car serviced. So, you know, you're in the waiting room and I'm just waiting. And they have this air fryer, which I think I'm going to do it. I've got a chicken in there that I want to rotisserie on the spit. Maybe I'll do it after this and just season it so it can marinate. But I was like, it does this. It does all these things that I don't do, right? It dehydrates, it bakes, it fries, it this, it that. And I was like, I've got to have one. Hey, For Me Tara, welcome. I'm just going to wash this one mushroom and chop it up. Chop it up. Let's wash this. I heard or read that you only wash the produce that you're actually going to use. So I'm not washing the whole thing yet. So I've got this mushroom, and I'm going to do the same thing. You can also, so far in our pepper, we just have cheese and red onion. I'll do a little bit more salt. I'm using the chopper, but you can also, on my cutting board, you can also just put the chopper directly over your produce or nuts or herbs or whatever and chop directly. So then you see here, you have, I probably could have gone a little bit more. I got one big piece, but you see here, you can have really quick way to chop some veggies. So I'm gonna put the mushroom inside the peppers. And I'm running out of space, y'all. That's the thing, I get greedy. I'll do the turkey bacon. It's looking kind of sad. Y'all know this isn't real bacon. I got it at Whole Foods. It's already cooked. but it's what I can have. Hey, Sherry, baby. If you can have real bacon or bacon bits, please do. But I'm just going to get the kitchen shears and cut them up. Open your... Yes, 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 yes. People have done that. Like, as I say stuff, I got to get my affiliate links. So I'm just using the kitchen shears. I'm going to cut a little bit of this turkey bacon right inside the pepper. And then the last thing, I will put a little bit more egg. I'm just doing really tiny strips. You guys can see like that. I lost it. Oh, greedy. If you have, they make the Butterball turkey sausage crumbles. You can buy those already crumbled up. Or I was going to get the sausage patties, and I may take one of these and chop it up so that I can have that. And this would be great, for kids, for the family. You can have, buy the bag of the stoplight peppers or whatever. So you guys can see I just put some turkey bacon in there. We'll go with a little bit more cheese. Where the happy bacon at? Let me tell you, I still have to make that stuff. Like when the kids are here, I have two boys. I have one in boarding school, and then I have a 14-year-old who's finishing out the semester with his dad. So I'm just cooking for one, but I still make them pancakes or waffles with Bisquick, Oscar Mayer bacon, log cabin syrup, like all that. And they're just like, I can't have any of it. But I do. I have all that stuff in the fridge. I'm not one of those like food police that if I can't eat it, nobody can eat it. What is that about? I say eat what you like. For me, I had always carried around extra weight, but in my 40s, I'm 46 now. In my 40s, the weight problem started to turn into a health problem. I used to be, I'm gonna crack an egg. This is where it gets dicey. You see what I have here? And I'm gonna do this fancy herb seasoning. Where did I put it? I'm gonna sprinkle some of this on. This is like an herb blend, just because it's good on lamb and some other stuff. But I used to be pre-diabetic, used to have borderline blood pressure. I used to have elevated cholesterol. I'm just going to press this down so that my egg doesn't spill over, because that's always the tricky part. But yeah, all that stuff is now normal with no medication. I know. Can you please have some bacon for me? I love, I can make bacon in the air fryer. My oldest likes a good candy bacon. Put brown sugar on it and then cook it. Oh my God. It sizzles up, but you have to take it out and let it cool, and it turns into like a candy that you can snap if you like a sweet and savory. So good. And then if you like sweet heat, put some red pepper flake. Okay, focus, Maggie. All right, so I'm going to try and crack an egg here and then move it very carefully to the air fryer. Now, there's a reason I'm doing the egg last, but let me go ahead and get this cooking because I'm just talking. My egg is not stable. I'm going to show you guys what I have. My pepper is not really stable, so it's started to tilt a little bit, you see? If I can get it back in here. So, note to self, if you are going to make this, try and get a pepper with a flat bottom, or I could have sliced the bottom to make a flat surface. That probably would have been better, but whatever. I'm trying to adjust it. Whatever. Hey, this is not a proper cooking show. I'm coming. I see the comment, but my hands are eggy right now, so give me 1 second. All right. It is what it is. I'm going to wash my hands, a little bit more salt and pepper. I like to season at every layer, so when I bite down, I get flavor in every bite. And then I'll put a little sprinkle of cheese on the top, and then we're going to get it cooking. But the reason I try to keep the egg to the top, you could have put the egg at the bottom and then put all the other stuff on there. That probably would have been fine. But I like to see And I'm going to crack this yolk. I'm just going to use the scissors because I think the whole thing is about to come out. Y'all, this looks so... I'm just going to put a little nip in the yolk so that it can flatten out. I'm going to season. It looks pretty, even though it's not stable. All right. But the reason I keep the egg at the top is so that I can see. I'm not good with times and temperatures. You know, Mom taught me to cook with all of my senses. So I'm looking for the egg white to go from like clear to white. I'm looking for the egg yolk. I don't want it too hard, but I don't want it runny either. So that's what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. All right, let's just put this in. It's what we got. Yes, the door is supposed to come off so you can clean it. All right, I missed a comment, y'all. Here we are. Oh, y'all are talking amongst yourselves. That's wonderful, wonderful. Oh, good. Okay. Yes, in my class, you're welcome to multitask. All right, so let's see what we're going to do with these other peppers, y'all. All right, someone was asking once before how you can, did I get water on my glasses? How you can incorporate more vegetables. So what I was saying before I forget, this would be great like for the family, for the kids. You could get like the stoplight peppers and then just cut off the pepper hat. And Leanne gave a great idea. You don't want to waste this. Chop this up and put it inside the pepper. And then you could have your cheese. If you don't want to worry about like a whole egg, you could do egg beaters or egg whites, your crumbled sausage, you know, just kind of make your own. Kids like that kind of stuff where they can assemble their own. So you can use vegetables as a vehicle to get the stuff in that you want. My air fryer, it's on its... Another thing I'm going to show you guys really quick, I'm going to have these as a snack. I have some little, this was, you know, the pepper like this, and I just cut it. You can do cream cheese. I'm going to be doing this one, the Snow Frisk. This I got from Whole Foods. It is a goat's cheese, but it's my substitute for cream cheese. It's a creamy white cheese, but you can see here it's 80% cow, no, 80% goat and 20% cow. So it's a blend, and I'll show you a quick little snack you can do with that. Three ingredients. Get your peppers. Let's take this off. I think I'm good now. When I was handling the raw egg, because I do work after this. So get your pepper, whatever you like. The red ones to me are really sweet. The yellow ones are pretty mild, but I like them with egg. And the green ones are also sweet and mild. So you can see here, this is just like a creamy white cheese spread. I use it as a substitute for cream cheese. I use it as a substitute for ricotta cheese in Italian dishes. So you can just put it inside your pepper. And then this everything bagel seasoning, which has got like sesame seeds, salt and pepper. So this is a good little snack. You could make this for the kids because mine will grab the peppers. I have the chips and all that stuff, but I put it in the pantry on the counter. Let me know if y'all want another yogurt parfait. I have oranges, I have tomatoes, I have lemons. That's where the stuff is that's in their view. But you guys can see here, I just sprinkled some some seasoning on it. So I'm gonna make a little plate of these just to eat. This is the kind of stuff that I would snack on. I've completely changed, like I don't eat granola bars and chips. If you do, please enjoy. But I don't eat that kind of stuff anymore. I eat lean protein, some veggies and fruits, pretty much the ones that are low sugar, and very little starch, and pretty much zero sugar. Everything that I eat has to be under 6 grams of sugar. That's what my metabolic specialist told me. And you guys, I'm surprised. There's a lot of stuff that has added sugar that's not even supposed to be sweet, like pasta sauce. We talked about that with the chicken parmesan last night. So, you know, I don't count calories or carbs, but I do turn the package over and just look at the nutrition facts, because it'll show you how much sugar it comes with. And then what's interesting to me is how much added sugar. So I'd rather save my calories when it's going to be worth it. All right. Maybe I'll do this with the red too. You guys hear? Just a little simple snack. All right. I'm looking at everything I got here. I do want to make, maybe I'll just make a little scramble. You know what? I think I'll just make a veggie omelet. I don't know. Can I get, no, I can't. I'm going to see if I can get one ring out of this. In my mind, I have a vision of what I want the finished product to look like, and I haven't been able to achieve it yet. Oh, thank you, Condemnia. It was good. Yesterday we made chicken parm. Y'all, I'm going to eat. Mm. 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 If you have deli meat, roll up some turkey or whatever. All right. Gonna try something. Mm. 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 The sweetness of the pepper, the creaminess of the goat's cheese for me, maybe cream cheese for you, and then the little salty crunch of the seasoning. You can make these for the kids. Get the stoplight peppers, cut them up, smear them with some cream cheese, maybe roll up some ham if you eat it, turkey or whatever, put a little sprinkling of the... You just get them in the habit of eating the good stuff. All right. Let's see what I can do. But yes, last night, again, I take shortcuts. I feel like I do a lot of cooking from scratch, but I do take shortcuts. I'm going to try and slice this really carefully and see if I can get one last ring. Trying to keep my fingers out of the way. Almost there. Barely holding on. That's okay. But yes, we use the cauliflower chicken tenders, and then just covered it with like pasta sauce, some melting cheese of your choice, and yeah, some Italian seasoning. So I'm going to use... Okay. I'm going to heat this pan. It's got some oil in it. I'm going to put the pepper down. I'm going to crack the egg, and I'm going to cover it with... Y'all, this is what I do. I just make it up as I go. But 2 options for you for goat's cheese. These are hard to find for me at Whole Foods, but usually see me shredding my own, but you can get the goat cheese shred, which is what I put in the pepper. Oh, there's my turkey bacon. They also have these goat cheese slices. So I'm going to try one of these on top of the pepper. They've been out of stock for a while, but if you're making a sandwich, like a chaffle sandwich, or you want like the cheese slice experience. Y'all, that pepper is good. I'm gonna eat it. I really eat the stuff that I make here. Hold on, I'm smelling something a little smoky. Nana said cook with all your senses. So are you guys able to see our egg? Some of it did leak out. You can see there, but I'm going to use my touch sense. So you can see how when I touch it, it's still kind of soft here. I'm going to put it back in. I'm looking for it to, have a little bit more firmness, but you just cook it to your level of doneness. But this is what we got here. If I had a pepper that was level, it would all be in there. Hey, cigars, it would all be in there nice. All right, so I've got my oil sizzling. Oh, that MCT oil. I'm gonna put this pepper in there. And I'm gonna try and crack an egg inside. Again, I'm just using whole eggs. I wonder if I pour, maybe I'll do that. If I pour egg beaters, I can control the liquid. That coconut oil that I use has a low smoke point. I got this from Whole Foods, so this is actual real eggs, but a liquid version. So I'm gonna try this. It came right out. Oh well. We're just gonna toss our veggies in there. I tried. I'm gonna put the rest of the onion and the mushroom in there. I'll just bring it over here. And then we'll put some cheese on it and call it, I don't know what we'll call it. So my struggle with these peppers, so I'm trying to recreate something that's like a one-eyed jack or egg in the hole. There's different names for it, but like the sandwich bread that you cut the hole and then you crack the egg inside. Still gonna eat it. Let's do some bagel seasoning. Why not? And some shredded cheese. Eh. So what I have to do, I'll just keep practicing it on my own. You really need to get a very symmetrical ring. The problem that I'm having is that when I crack my egg, it kind of seeps out the side. So I need a really good contact with the bottom of the pan, and I can't get it done. But oh well. All right, let's see. Let's check out our pepper egg. Just move that around so it doesn't burn. Then unpack the dishwasher. Oh. You know what, Condemnia? I got something for you. I've got a really good mug omelet. I'm just gonna turn this over like a pancake and let everything. Not bad, huh? I done an omelet? Yes, I did a veggie omelet, but I've got a really good omelet for that doesn't require the stove. But what kind of omelet would you like? And I'd be happy to make it for you. We can do that tomorrow. Do you like a Denver omelet? I did the Denver omelet muffins. I've done a veggie omelet. I can show you the omelet in the microwave. It's actually really good. Mmm. Oh, this is yummy. Mmm. 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 Our pepper. Nice and firm. All right, so let's get this on a plate and cut into it. I'm really liking this snack, as you can tell. Did I spray you? I'm so sorry. Mm. It's just bright. Mm. 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 Yellow pepper, cream cheese or goat cheese if you can have it, bagel seasoning. Okay. Condemn you got it. The only thing I don't have is green pepper. I have red pepper and I have yellow pepper. So if that's an okay substitute for you. But I do have mushrooms, I have spinach, tomatoes, and garlic. Yeah, I can make that for you. Absolutely. All right. So we're getting our pepper off of our foil here. And you guys can see how, of course it leaked out, but you can see how the skin kind of blistered on here. So, all right. So I'm going to cut into it. Presentation could be better. I probably won't take any pictures of this. It's not my best work, but I'm going to eat it. All right. And then we got this omelet fiasco on the fridge. Let me get a knife and fork. But hey, that's cooking, right? You try stuff, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, condemn you. You let me know when you would like your omelet. We can do it for, breakfast for dinner later today, or if you want it for breakfast tomorrow. And let me know what time works for you, and I'll schedule it. All right, so I'm cutting into here so you all can see. So we have our cheese inside, we have our pepper, which is softened, we have our cracked egg. What did I put in here? Mushroom, onion. I need to cut a smaller bite. I'm stuffing food in my mouth. I'm going to meet with my elegance coach, and she's going to say, yes, I have an etiquette teacher. All right. So let's take a small and delicate bite. All right. Let me show you guys what we have. So our pepper, our crusty cheese, some egg. Let's see. Mmm. 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 It's really good. The sweet pepper presentation, nah, but the sweet pepper sweetens as it softens and cooks. You could put salsa on this, maybe salt it a little bit more if you like it. Mm. Mm. I'm gonna put a little black pepper on it. But it's really good. This seasoning that I used, Herbe de Provence, it's just a blend. Basil, fennel, marjoram, lavender, just fancy stuff. Y'all, I don't use this. I use salt and pepper, but I just had this. Uncle Stu was talking about my seasoning rack, so I just decided to use this. Sometimes I get creative. I know, I know, I know. Y'all, it's good. Especially because you saw it was tilting over, and I was like, because presentation is important to me. We all eat with our eyes first. And so, I always want to represent well for you all, even though I'm not a chef, I'm just a home cooker. But the taste is really good. I probably would have liked the turkey sausage. You can get the patties and crush them up yourself. You can also buy, I think Butterball makes already the crumbled sausage. I think the crumbled turkey sausage is just a little bit like more savory. But y'all, that bite. And it's got the nice crusty cheese. Who doesn't like crusty cheese? If this camera were not on, I would, but I'm going to cut it. It's really good. So, this is something, yeah, it's really good. The flavors just come together. If you don't have an air fryer, that's fine. Use a toaster oven, or you can make a whole pan of them, like a Sunday brunch or something. Ooh, down towards the bottom where that cheese is melted. Y'all, so good. But get a tray, like a sheet pan, buy a bag of peppers, and then go ahead and stuff them with all the goodness. And then especially, because I have my pepper by itself, it has to really be stable. But if you had like 6 of them on a pan together and then you baked them, they would hold each other up like you all hold me up. Look at this cross section. Y'all, I'm getting more excited. That might be the picture. That might be the money shot. We'll pretend it all look like that. But you can stuff them. You could make some vegetarian. You could make some, I'm just taking pictures. These go on my community tab and on my Instagram, Maggie the Substitute Teacher. So thank you for being here. I'm always taking food photos from different angles to make it look like I'm really good. But it actually does taste good. And that's how this whole channel started. Once I started my health and wellness journey, I've been cooking since mom taught me how. Didn't have a choice. 10, 11, 9, doesn't matter. Get in the kitchen. But because I work from home, thankfully, I keep the TV on the cooking channels. Okay, that's enough pictures. If I didn't get a good one, oh well. And so I keep the TV on the cooking channels on mute. And so I'm always seeing, oh my God, that omelet, I'm always seeing like beautiful presentations of food. And then in corporate, I used to manage a team of amenities. So, dining and fitness and, all of this stuff for this global campus. And so I've seen chefs make beautiful presentations. So I just picked up stuff along the way. And people would say, "Did you make that?" I say, "Yeah, I made that." So then I started posting before and after pictures. So all the ingredients and then the finished product with that nice crusty cheese. Y'all, I'm eating this. Mm, 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 mm. Last bite. But yeah, I'll cut this one in half. But yeah. So condemn you. I don't know if you're still on because I want you to see your omelet being freshly prepared. So let me know what time today or tomorrow works for you, and I'll get you your veggie omelet. Mm, 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 mm. All right, last bite, y'all. Peppers, stuffed, all gone. All right, I'm gonna do one last thing, which is messy. I'm gonna marinate a chicken. Oh man, because I have it in the fridge, and I need to go ahead and get it seasoned up. Maybe we'll rotisserie that later today, because my air fryer that I bought actually has like a rotisserie spit on it. So we'll put that apron, the industrial one, on, get some gloves on, and I'm gonna show you guys a little marinating hack that works for me. So let me clean up some coffee. Oh, I forgot the omelet. It's still here. I may eat it later, but y'all know what I was trying to do. It's not bad. It's just, I'll taste it. Just rip off a piece and taste it. It's not bad. I prefer whole eggs. Egg beaters are a great substitute, but if I can, I like the whole thing. All right, I'm just gonna clear my workspace so I can marinate this chicken. Ugh. Let me get my Paris apron on. I think that one is waterproof. So my Costa Rica apron is in the wash, and this one is from Paris. So I like to pick them up when I'm traveling. So that's going to be my souvenir when I go places. And thanks to Bill, I'm going to figure out a way to do some merch. Okay. Ooh, rotisserie Cornish hens. Ooh, that sounds good. And thank you, Condemnia. We'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow. Let's see how this chicken goes. But if you guys are subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you for helping the channel to grow. Like Lead Attorney said, I try to schedule my lives. I eat every day, so I cook for you guys every day. And it actually helps me because I only eat when I'm live here with you. So it actually holds me accountable. And I was like, well, maybe I could have an omelet for dinner. That's why I was like, let me see how this chicken is going. But if you're subscribed and turn on notifications, then when I schedule these lives, I think it pushes out a reminder to you guys. And if I get the thumbnail right, then you'll see. But Condemnia, maybe I'll tag you and I'll call it Condemnia's Omelet. But you guys, feel free to spam me with recipes that you want me to try. I do like the challenge of recreating stuff. All right, clean it up. I just saw some salsa in the fridge. That would be good on top of the stuffed pepper, egg with the cheese and everything. But yes, Cornish hens would be great. When did I have Cornish hens? I did a big party when I turned 40, 6 years ago. I'm 46. And I hired a chef. Because I'm always cooking and I love cooking, but it is nice on special occasions, you know, for someone to cook for you. It is nice. So I hired a chef and turned my home into, clearly, I'm not a club girl, but kind of like a lounge. Like we put a dance floor in, I had a DJ, and I had beautiful like tables set up, and he made filet mignon, Cornish hen, all kind of stuff. It was a magical, it was just, you know, milestone birthday celebration. I don't do that all the time, but that was the big 4-0. So, okay, Condemnia, you have a list of foods you want to try, but not recipes. Tell me. What is it? Dígame? 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 I don't know. I just came back from Costa Rica. Pura vida. But yeah, tell me. Escúchame. No, that's listen to me, right? All right. Let me not embarrass myself because I studied for 2 or 3 years. But yeah, I love, look, I will always tell you what I think tastes good. My palate has completely changed, but I do think it tastes good. Like this pre-cooked bacon, and y'all can buy this like even regular bacon. It's good in a pinch, but to me it's like jerky. Yeah, it doesn't give me the, I'm a big texture person. I don't just want the taste. I want that crispy, like fatty, I know, crumbly part of the bacon. But even in my mouth, you know how bacon, when it's properly cooked, it just kind of melt. This is not that. So I tried it. It's the pre-cooked chicken bacon and turkey bacon from Whole Foods. So something like this, I won't eat it raw, not raw, but by itself, but I will cut it up like you saw because I don't want to waste food. I will use it as an ingredient if I don't like it by itself, just to kind of, go through it, but I won't buy that again. Yes, that's sad bacon. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. They have it in the grocery stores already cooked, like in a cardboard box. An update on the crisper. I finally got it changed out yesterday. I am not a handyman. I'm not a man, but I'm not handy. I have to hire a handyman. But my crisper, you see, it had a crack in there. These are the appliances that came with the house. When I bought it, 12 years ago, and so I use them a lot. And so after now, they're starting to wear a little bit. Oh, sorry, Instagram. I should have plugged you up. My battery died. Oh well, the cooking part is over. But my drawer, you all know the crisper drawer in the bottom, it got this crack in it. And to be honest, I was just kind of pushing through, right? Because it's expensive. But when I would put vegetables or things in here and the weight would sit on it, then this crack would become even more pronounced. And then I had a hard time pulling it in and out of the tray. I don't know what it's called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It just wouldn't line up. And so I had a drawer, this big old drawer, that I couldn't use. And I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. So I'm very proud of myself. I found the model number of my refrigerator, went online, found the manual number because of course it's the manual because of course it's outdated or replaced by now. Found the part number of this, and this ended up cracking because this is why you need to maintain stuff. I mean, I'm really good about, like, around the house. I keep a clean home, and when stuff needs repair, I'll do it. But y'all know how we just try to, I can wait a little longer. No. So when this cracked, and then this started happening, it put uneven weight on the, I don't know what it's called, but that tray that it slides into. And so that ended up cracking. So I had a cracked crisper and a cracked crisper tray. The only thing that was still good was the glass that goes over top, right? Lesson learned. So I got the manual, I got the model number, I found the manual, I found the part number, I found the Frigidaire authorized, whatever. And on Walmart and on Amazon, y'all, they have things where you can put in the model number of your appliance and it shows you, like, the water filter, all that stuff. Did y'all know that? I did not know that. If everybody knew that and I didn't, please don't laugh at me, but I did not know that. And so I had to get in there with a tape measure and measure, like, this way and measure that way to make sure that the dimensions were correct. That is not my strong suit. I just make the snacks here. But I'm very excited. I ordered, this big box came, so I got a replacement drawer and a replacement crisper tray. Each one was about $100, like 90 something dollars and 70 something dollars. But to have something like this broken in my fridge, and I have all this space that's unusable, plus it just looks janky and it does not represent us well. So very happy yesterday, got that installed, and I took all my produce out of here and moved it over. I just wanted to share. That's all. Now, when I open my drawer, everything comes out so smoothly. Oh, God. All right. When I handle raw meat, I use gloves, so I'm going to get some on. I like to keep these, any disposable gloves. They should be easier to find now that the pandemic is not raging, but I like to use these for cleanup and for some cooking. Hopefully my chicken fits in there. All right. That's just a gallon size bag. They also make the 2 and the 2.5 gallon Ziplocs, but that's good not only for cooking and marinating like I'm going to show you, but here's a travel hack. I learned this as a Scout mom. My boys used to be in Boy Scouts. I did not camp with them. I would show up in the morning and cook for the Scouts, but I am not sleeping in the woods. I am not homeless. I work every day so that I am not homeless. Absolutely not. That is where I draw the line. But having Ziploc bags, like the larger size, when you have dirty clothes, put them in here so that they don't mess up your luggage. All right. I'm going to use this. The cutting board that has the ridges in it is good when you're working with anything that has liquid, like this big old chicken. Oh, the gloves. So I got this hen from the giveaway box, and I like trying new recipes, especially with the ingredients that I didn't have to buy. I shop a lot, but we've shared, there are churches that give away food. So if you know anybody, I've got some seniors in my area, some of them who don't have transportation. So I'm like a little Meals on Wheels for them. And I'll go pick up the food boxes. And sometimes I'll see ingredients in there that I'm like, oh, wonder what that's like. And that's another way that I get inspiration. So this came in the giveaway box. It says moist and tender hen. And I didn't know the difference between a hen and a chicken. But I'm going to carefully open this because it's been defrosting. And I'm going to season. One of the things that I shared with you all, it looks like it'll fit. A great way to do 2 steps in one, to defrost and to marinate. Okay. And I'm getting rid of another one of my seasonings. This is just Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. I think I'm going to use the whole thing. If you have meats that are frozen that you want to cook, oh, condemn ya. Recipes for celiac. Celiac is the one where you can't have gluten, right? Everything that I make is dairy-free, sugar-free, and gluten-free. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not as familiar, but please correct me. Is celiac the one that's like very allergic to gluten? Let me get my scissors. Are they up here? Oh. All right, so if you have frozen, it works on seafood, it works on chicken, it works on everything. And it's a lot cleaner when it's not thawed out. I'm gonna snip the plastic, but if it's frozen, and then put it in a Ziploc bag with your seasoning and put it in the fridge so it will thaw. All right, I gotta cut around here. It will thaw in the marinade, whether you're using liquid marinade or a marinade rub. So that way, if you've got a day to let it thaw out, it's thawing. Oh, this looks kind of creepy. That's okay. All right. It's just got, I'm trying to cut, I'll show you guys. Just trying to get this like wrapper off. They got it on here pretty good. Okay. It's got a whole bunch of liquid. That's what it was. It's just kind of plumped up. Let me pour this out over the sink. 1 second. here we come. Almost there. Oh! All right, just draining. It's so weird. Ugh. All right. I'm going to toss. I know some people use the organs. That's fine. I grew up, my mom. I love chicken and livers and everything, but no. I'm just not. I'm really only supposed to eat chicken breast, and that's probably all I'll eat, but I'm going to go ahead and so I've got this whole bird. I want to try and pat him dry as much as possible. Will that fit? Oh. So it's leaking, so I'm going to have to clean the counter really, really well. Yeah, so gluten, celiac is a gluten restrictive. Yeah. Y'all, I didn't even know what gluten was, you know. As much as I love bread, that's my issue, you know, but gluten is kind of like that doughy texture that comes from, you know, grains, you know, that pull that, you know, you have in the like pizza dough and people are, you know, whatever they do with it. I don't know. Um, ah, But then the other thing I learned is gluten is often added. Hey, Amethyst. Yes, welcome everyone. Gluten is often added to stuff that's not even naturally with gluten, like ice cream. So when you lick ice cream or you bite on ice cream or you scoop ice cream, it's got that nice like pull, that chewy kind of texture. They add gluten to it. And it's like, what are people supposed to do who can't have that? So yeah, everything I make is gluten free. Now, like I said, I'm not a doctor, so I can't speak to celiac disease, but I will be calling that out more, Condemnia, because I do have crackers and snacks and my gluten-free cassava tortillas, but everything I eat is gluten free. All right, y'all. So we've got our hen, and it's kind of it's drained. I'm gonna see if I can put it in this Ziploc bag. It was in that hen bag pretty tight. Please fit, please fit. Let's stuff it in here. And it's gonna go back in the, okay, barely, but that's okay. I'll do two. So I got it in here. This is gonna look really weird, but this is my technique. You know, that's what I do. I have this Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. I'm gonna put the whole thing. Inside, around, the cavity, everything. The skin. Now, again, I would do this if the chicken were frozen. Y'all, I'm just putting it all in there and around. So let's say this chicken was frozen, which it was, and I probably could have done this. Then you let it thaw in your seasoning, and then as it thaws out, okay. This is so tight on the bag. You see what's happening? My seasoning is only at the top. All right. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna get another bag, put it in another bag. I really need like a bigger Ziploc bag, but I use them all for our travel. And then we're gonna put that in the fridge, and then that's it. Washing my hands again. This is what I was using, the Walmart. Oh, you can't see that. This is just the Walmart gallon size. I'm gonna move it over to this. I know this is gonna look janky, but this is at Dollar Tree, so $1.25. This is a storage bag that you could put clothes in, but I'm gonna put that chicken in there. This is way overkill. Let me see if I have one smaller. but that's okay. We're gonna marinate in this. That way I can move it around and massage. All right, I'm going to clean and disinfect everything. I'm gonna put this bag in here, dump it upside down. Get rid of the small one. If this were a Cornish hen, it would have worked, right? Now, I'm gonna dump all of my seasoning. Might be a little heavy-handed, but I'd rather over-season. So you guys can see here. Now I'm gonna seal it. This would be easier if it were still frozen, and then just put it in the fridge and let it thaw out. And then what ends up happening is it thaws out in the marinade. Let's say you leave it for a day or leave it overnight, and then all that flavor, I need to get some of the air out, but you can massage it. Oh, it's like a big whatever. All right, let me show you what I have. So you see we have like, imagine like an herb crusted chicken, and it's all the way around and on the inside. So I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna let it sit all day, and then tonight, I don't know, we'll see if that'll fit. Let me try and see if it'll fit. Might be too big, but this is what I do. I don't know, it's close. My golden chicken. Okay, y'all. Oh my gosh, I know, right? But for now, this is how we're marinating. I think it might be too big for my spit, but that's a great way, especially from frozen. If you had like frozen shrimp, if you had frozen fish fillets, whatever you're going to cook, take them out frozen. Frozen chicken pieces, get a good Ziploc bag, big enough for what you're going to prepare. And put the seasoning on it. When it's frozen, the seasoning will, not adhere to it as much. But what I do is every time I open the fridge to go get something, I'll just kind of massage it and move the meat around inside. So by the time that I'm actually ready to cook, it's been sitting in there making its own juicy marinade. All right, you guys. We've done a lot today. We did our pepper eggs. We did our omelet. Condemnia, we're going to have a veggie omelet. I don't know what you like to eat with it, but we'll do a veggie omelet for you tomorrow. We'll saute some veggies and make you a nice 3-egg omelet with real eggs, not the egg beaters. But I'm going to wash up, clean my hands, and I'll see you guys tonight. Maybe we'll bake that chicken, but that's going to take a while. I don't think it'll fit on this spit, but we'll figure it out. I'm just so happy that you guys are here. Thank you for being here. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. To wash my hands. I cook every day, so I give you guys a post every day. Thank you for being here and helping the channel to grow. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at 620. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you love to eat or like to cook, I'm happy to have you guys here. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and we'll see you tonight at the end of the workday. Bye.